Alright, hey guys. Don't mind my voice, I literally just woke up. Wanted to do this video before I forgot. There's a person named Carter McKevney on my channel who asked me what to look for in their first ball python. Before I answer that, these two are locked up again. That's my Nexus and my yellow belly, so I'm excited about that. But anyway, I started moving some more males in with other females. What to look for in your first ball python? Well, as far as morphs go, get what you want. You know, do some research, find out what you like, get what you want. Especially if you're just starting. If you're going to breed, you know, start by breeding what you want. Like I said in a different video, for me, this is a hobby that I'm trying to turn into a business because I love ball pythons. And I might start moving into some of the stuff that I don't like as much because other people do like them. And it's not a good business plan to sell only the things you like, because not everybody's going to like what you like. But the point is, if you're going to plan on breeding, start with what you like. Now, as far as quality of the animal goes, some things to look for. Alright? This is my Pastavi. Now, the minute I picked him up, his tongue started going. Okay? That means he's active, he's smelling, he's trying to figure out what you are. You know, he's not just lethargic and laying there like a lump of whatever. Okay? You want nice thickness to him, but you don't want them to be too thick, because that means that they're overfed. You know, you want nice muscle tone. Color and pattern are all variation. That depends on what you want. You know, I have a Pastavi. This is my Pastavi. He's got bright yellows and dark darks. That's a color variation. I've seen him, you know, the opposite. So, but notice how active he is. He's flicking his tongue. He's trying to figure out what I am. You know, he's moving around. He's not just a lump of snake. The skin is tight. There's no excess pulling, no excess skin, no raised spine. Like, you can see where his spine is because he's a snake, and you can see that in all snakes. But it's not triangular shaped. It's not sticking out. You know, he doesn't look starved. He doesn't look... The excess skin means they're dehydrated. You know, this is a nice, healthy animal. Okay? We'll go for another example. Actually, it's kind of tough to see on her, so because she's so bright. Get your head back in there. I know I took you out, but it's not adventure time. Okay. My piebald. He just shed. God, I love those colors. Same thing. I took him out. You know, he's moving around. Tongue is flicking. Of course, as soon as I say that, there he goes. He stops smelling me. But you know, he's nice and he's fed. He's not fat. He's not skinny. He's fed, and that's what you want to look for. If you overfeed a ball python, they can start getting fat deposits around their liver and their organs, and they will die. So that's never a good thing. Now, I'm not saying don't try to rescue animals. Excuse me. I'm not saying don't try to rescue animals. I have rescued snakes that have had, you know, 3 weeks worth of stuck, or 3 sheds worth of stuck shed on them. Mites. That's one thing you want to look for too. Try not to get a snake with mites. Mites are not the end of the world. It does happen. I have had mites. I bought Prevenamite. I got rid of the mites. They are a pain in the butt to get rid of, but you can do it. The point is, if you can avoid it, try not to get mites. Breathing. You want to look at their breathing. Make sure it's not labored and shallow, and you can't hear them wheezing. There's gobs of gunk coming out of their mouth. Excess mucus. Keep in mind, I have had No, I wouldn't call it a false alarm. I picked up one of my snakes immediately after it had just had a drink of water, and all this stuff poured out of its mouth that was like gooby and mucusy. And I was like, oh crap, I got a respiratory infection going on. So I isolated the snake and I watched it, and then I realized I had just picked it up after it drank a mouthful of whatever, and you know, it dripped water out, which mixed with its spit, and it was just water. The point is, because the snake was fine. Yeah, you listen for their, listen for their breathing. Make sure you can't hear wheezing. Hissing is a different story. Some of my snakes hiss when you pick them up, just to say, don't pick me up. This little guy, my black pastel, he is taken to hissing a little bit and striking at me. So, well, he's not doing it now, but that's the other thing. Okay, they don't always have to be active and crawling around in your hand. Notice how when I picked him up, he balled up. That's normal, but his tongue is going, and he's still healthy looking. Ball pythons get their name from that action. They ball up. So, that's it. Just look, don't count rescues out, but I wouldn't get a rescue as your first snake, because there could be any number of things wrong with a rescue. And I mean, I had a rescue male I didn't even want a male. I was looking for females. It was when I first got into it. I figured I'd rescue a female, fix her up like she's a car, but make her healthy and then keep her to breed. And I showed up at this person's house and I found this dinky little snake in a 10-gallon tank with barely a water dish, no hide, had eaten one mouse every 3 weeks, 3 sheds worth of stuck shed on it. I didn't even turn back. It was a free snake. I just grabbed the tank, I said thank you, and I walked away. Didn't even look at the people, because I couldn't look at them. I was going to say something. And by the time I rehomed that snake, it was 4 times the size it was and perfectly healthy. There was nothing wrong with it other than the stuck shed and it was skinny, but rescues are good. Just don't get a rescue as your first snake. Go get a snake from somebody you trust, quality breeder, good snake, and good luck, man. Have fun. That's what it's all about. I mean, yeah, like I said, I want to get this to be an actual business, but don't stress out about it. And if you decide to get into the hobby to try to make a little bit of extra money, don't plan on making a little bit of extra money right off the bat. I just made money this year, and even then, well, it was the first year I was actually really keeping track, but even then, after it was all said and done, I've only made about $600. So, I mean, there's a lot to keep track of. But that's it. That's what you look for in a good snake. Hope this helps. So, out.